eventually you're going to get in and turn the key, and you're going to be greeted with power, beauty, soul, system check, and time for regular service. Well, if you're like me and you do your own regular service, which I've already completed on my car, how do I tell the car to stop bothering me and let it know that I've done the service? Well, in this segment I'm going to try and show you how. So I was reading a bunch of the forum posts on how to do this, and there's a lot of information that's similar in nature between the models, but there was no absolute solution that everybody said was the one that worked for them. So I've tried them all, and I'm going to show you the one that worked for me. So I'm going to tell you about it first, and then I'm going to show it to you second, because I want to tell you sort of the subtleties of it without the pressure of having to know exactly when to release the buttons, and etc. So we start by getting into the car and making sure both doors are closed. We want to make sure we have our ignition key with us. And we're going to go ahead when we do it, and we're going to turn our ignition key to position 1. That's the position that turns on the mileage indicator, but it's not the one where we would start the car. So the mileage indication will show up. We're also going to have the electronics on the entertainment center are going to be lit up, and that's important because we're going to be using this T1, T2 button, and we're going to be pressing and holding that. So once the stereo is lit up, we're going to press and hold T1, T2, and then with your third hand you're going to turn the ignition to position 2 while we're continuing to hold T1, T2, and that's going to fire up the startup sequence. Well, we're going to see power, beauty, soul, but if you watch the right hand display, we're going to see the yellow exclamation mark telling us that there's actually a service warning about to come. And now the forums talk about, well, watch carefully, and that's going to blink 4 or 5 times, and you need to release the T1, T2 button after the 4th blink. Well, in my car, it never blinks 4 times. I got 1 blink, sometimes I got 2 blinks as I tried this, and I've fiddled with this already to figure it out. What I did find is that we want to listen to the bings that happen when the car is starting up. You know, you get the bing, bing, bing during the power, beauty, soul. So right as the system check is about to turn off is when the 4th bing happens. That's when I'm releasing the T1, T2 button. And lo and behold, after that, the message is cleared. I sit there and all I see now is my 0 mile per hour, which means the message has been reset. So that's cool. That's what we want to have happen. So let's go ahead and put it to practice. Doors are closed. Take the key. I'm going to put it in and turn it to position 1. Position 1, I now have the mileage indication, but not all the other idiot lights. And my entertainment center is lit up. So now I'm going to press and continue to hold until that 4th bing, the T1, T2 button. So now I'm going to come back over, and now I'm going to turn my key to position 2 and count the bings. 1 bing, 2 bings, 3 bings, 4 bings, release. There we go, 0 mile per hour. So to make sure that it's cleared, I'm going to go ahead and turn the car off, remove the key, and I'm going to turn the car back on to position 2. And if you go through this, you'll notice there's no exclamation mark anymore, and it goes straight through to your miles per hour. So that's great. The service counter's reset, and I don't have to worry about it for another year. Thanks for watching.